All right, welcome back to math. Today is Module 2, Lesson 4, Mental Math for multi-digit multiplication problems. Mental math is just how to figure out problems in our head. So let's start with a simple one. What this 2 means is that we have 2 boxes of 6s. So it's a lot like the tape diagram concept. So if I said we have 2 boxes of 6s, we have 6 and 6. And that would give us what? 12. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, question. What should I put up front here for this one? Remember up here we said we have 2 boxes, everybody, 2 boxes of 6s. So what do we have right here? We have 1, 2, 3. So what number do we put up here in front?
3.
Right, we are going to have 3 boxes of 6s, right? Now, how many more boxes is this than that one? It's 1 more 6, right? So we already know, because you guys already have this answer, right? What's our answer for 2 boxes? 12. So we know that this part is actually 12, right? So if we multiplied 3 times 6, you can actually go, well, I know what 2 times 6 is 12, and then all I'm going to do is do what? I'm going to add 1 more 6 to the 12, right? So 6 plus 2 is 8. It's 18. 12 plus 6 is 18, right? Now, what would I write for this one, given this number of boxes? And what do I need to put inside if the pattern is the same as the ones above? If the pattern is just like this, what am I going to put in my boxes down here? You can answer it at any time. 6s. So our number is, where does the 6 go? Does the 6 go here? It goes here?
Yes.
Right on, okay. And what number goes in the front? 5, because we have 5 boxes. We know that 2 times 6 is 12, right? So this is a 12 here, isn't it? And then this one's also a 12, isn't it? So does any of us know what 12 plus 12 is?
24.
It's 24, yeah. And then we just have to take 24 and then add a 6 to it. And we're going to get 30. So 5 times 6 is 30. Those are the mental ways that we can do it, if we start thinking about numbers a little differently. That's really the problem we're trying to answer. But could we do something mentally to make it easier on ourselves?
Yes.
What could we do? We could turn the 19 into a 20, right? So would 20 times 2 be easier for us to do?
Yes.
Why? Because 2 times 2 is 4, and we add the 0, right? So we already know that this is 40, isn't it? But we're really looking for 19 times 2. That's harder for our brain, isn't it? So what do we have to do? And I have 20 boxes of 2s here, but we're trying to find the answer for 19 boxes of 2s. What do we need to do? We need to take away this 2 right here, huh? So, what is 40 minus 2?
38.
And that is our answer. So let's say I have a word problem that says the difference. What does difference mean? Yeah, this means subtract. So I have 8 47s. and I'm going to subtract 7 47s from it. Now, if I wanted to draw that out, it'd be easy. I could make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 boxes with 47s, right? I wanted to take away 7 47s. So this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So what do you think our difference is? What do you think our difference is? It's this one right here, isn't it? That's the one sticking out. The difference here is this. But when we talk about difference, we're talking about subtraction. When we are talking about difference, we're talking about what is different. What's different about this line than this line? Now that's eight boxes of 47s, and we have 7 boxes of 47s. What's the difference? Well, you'd say, difference, what is that? Well, we know what the same is. We can always find what's the same about things, can't we? So as you can tell, these 47s are all the same, aren't they? We have 7 47s up here. We have 7 47s down here. The only difference, there's our word, is the 147. So that's how we ended up getting the answer. 8 47s subtracting 7 47s equals 47. Because that's the only difference. That's subtraction, difference. Now going back to our problem that we had earlier, we had this problem. We had, what was the 19 again? The 19 stood for 19 boxes of 2s. Now we were doing mental math. Can we do 19 times 2 in our head? Probably not. So we rounded our 19 up to 20. So we're rounding up to 20, and we're going to draw out 20 boxes, right? And then we're going to put our 2s in our boxes, and we're going to figure out what the answer for 19 times 2 is by doing 20 times 2. 20 times 2 is really easy because what is it? We take this 2 and this 2 and we multiply these two together. 2 times 2 is 4. And we have this 0, don't we? So we put our 0, and that's how we got our answer of 40. That's how we got our answer of 40. Now we know it's 40, right? So what do we do to find out what 19 times 2 is? Well, if you notice, we had one extra box, or a difference of 2, right? So all we have to do is take our difference, see our difference, take our difference off, so 40 subtract 2 is going to give us 38. And that's our answer for our 19 times 2, and we can do that mentally. So mentally, we're actually going to do it this way. 20 times 2 equals 40, subtract 2, we're taking away, we're subtracting 2, we're getting the difference, and it's 38, and that's our answer for the problem that we needed to know, which was 19 times 2. Now, I want you for homework to do a problem. So let's say you write out 13 times 3. 13 means what? We have 13 boxes of 3s, right? Now, how do we do this? How do we show this for homework in our mental math? Well, let's round our 13 down to 10. Do you want to? So we have 10 boxes. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And what's inside our boxes? 3. So what's going to be our answer? Well, it's going to be 30, right? Because 1 times 3 is 3, and then we have a 0. and we follow it by 0. So we have 30, right? But we're looking for 13, aren't we? So what's the difference here? Well, the difference is 3 3s. Can we add 3 3s? Sure. 3 plus 3 is 6. Plus 3 is 9, right? So what are we going to add to our 30? Going to add 9. So our answer is 39. That's how we could do this mentally. So 13 times 3. What we really did here, and let me write that out for you, is we distributed this out. We did 10 times 3 plus 3 times 3. So what did we do? 10 times 3 is 30, plus 3 times 3 is 9, 39. Do you see how that worked? Worked out pretty well, didn't it? I like it too. Well, let's do another problem. And this one, let's say we're going to write this one out as our math homework. How many, what do we write here? I hope you said 7, because you're right. Why 7? We have 7 boxes. What's our number inside the boxes? 8. So we have 7 times 8. Mr. McGuire, I'm not good at my 8s. No, that's okay, because what could we do? Well, we could round, couldn't we? So how many boxes do I have here? If I have 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 10 boxes here, don't I? So I'm going to do this. 10 times 8 is what? Well, we know if we multiply 8 and 1, it's 8. And then we take our 0 and we put it right in back of it, right? So I have 80. So what's our difference here? Well, I have 3 8s, don't I? So, and I'm trying to find out what my answer is for 7 times 8, right? So I can now take off, I have a difference here, don't I? Because see, these are the same, but what's our difference? Well, our difference is 8 plus 8 is 16, plus 8 is 24, right? So we could take 24 away from 80, and it's going to give us 56. So our answer to our 7 times 8 is actually 56, isn't it? So I'm going to put that here. And that's the way you can do your homework. You can do it like this. What if you said, hey, Mr. McGuire, I know my 5s. Okay. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 boxes of 8. 40, right? Okay. So how many more 8s do I have to make my 7 boxes of 8? Hey, I only have to have 2 more boxes, right? Because this is what we need to add to it, right? So 8 plus 8 is what? 16. We could add those. So this would be 6, and this would be 5. So that would be 56. If you notice, we got the same answer as we did the other way, right? So when we had too many in our estimating or our rounding, then we had to take things off. But when we didn't have enough, we just had to add on that many more of the numbers that are in the box. But try to play around with this so that you understand how to work with numbers and play with numbers to get the answer for your math problems mentally. I love math.